Good evening. They told me I had 4 minutes to speak. Well, I'm going to be a little longer than that. What are they going to do to me? Put a guy with ALS in a wheelchair in the penalty box. First of all, I want to set the record straight. Yes, I did play basketball at Auburn. I wasn't a star player, but a friend told me I was probably the most famous, worst Auburn basketball player ever. Yes, I did play with Charles Barkley. Our practices were very rough. I beat Charles up every day in practice. Charles and I scored over 1,200 points for Auburn. I scored 3 points and Charles scored the rest. But if Charles hadn't left school early for the NBA, we would have scored many more points. I want to talk about playing for Sonny Smith. Sonny always loved humor. He had a unique way of yelling at you and being funny at the same time. We lost really badly on the road. So the next day we were shooting Harlem Globetrotters shots before practice. An angry Sonny Smith came in and said, "How many times do I have to tell you? Shoot the shots you'll shoot in the game." So I grabbed a couple of basketballs, headed to my usual spot on the bench, and started shooting. Kerry and I are deeply honored and humbled to accept this Pat Sullivan Impact Award. This recognition reflects our efforts and is a testament to the power of collective action, the strength of the Auburn and Alabama fan bases. I never met Pat Sullivan at Auburn, but I wish I had. Every story I've read about him describes him as a man of integrity, humility, and courage. Pat's brother Bill described Pat's legacy this way: "While we all can't be Pat Sullivan, we can certainly live like him." I love Kerry Goode. He's an inspiration to me on how he is living with ALS. He's my brother by choice. When we started the Kerry and Gary Challenge, we wanted to use our collective platforms to use the Iron Bowl to raise money and awareness for ALS families in Alabama. ALS is a ravaging disease and is also costly. ALS families are desperate for help. It costs over $250,000 every year to care for a loved one with ALS. Most of those costs are out of pocket because insurance typically does not cover caregiver expenses. They also call ALS the bankruptcy disease. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to the Monday Morning Quarterback Club, those who nominated Kerry and me, and all of you here tonight. This moment is incredibly meaningful to me, and I am profoundly moved to be standing among so many individuals who care deeply about making a difference. Community service is not a solitary journey. It is a shared commitment. We could not have done any of this without the incredible support of the ALS Association of Alabama, Texas Roadhouse, Redmont Distilling Company, our other partners, and of course our wives, Tanja Goode and Carol Godfrey. Their belief in our shared mission and their willingness to step forward in times of need have been our greatest sources of inspiration. This award belongs to everyone who has contributed, whether by volunteering their time, donating money, or simply encouraging others to join the cause. We have shown remarkable things can happen when people come together with a heart to serve. Thus far, the Kerry and Gary Challenge has raised over $300,000 to help ALS families in Alabama. When I think about why we began this work, I always return to the same core belief. A community thrives when everyone feels seen, supported, and valued. Every act of service helps to build a stronger, more compassionate world. Receiving this award reminds me of how far we've come and how much more there is to do. I stand here not just to celebrate, but to recommit myself to this work and to encourage all of you to continue finding ways to give back. Every small act matters, and together we can create lasting change. Thank you again for this incredible honor. Serving is a privilege, and I am grateful to be part of a community that believes in lifting each other up. Let's continue this journey of service together. Thank you, Roll Tide and War Eagle.